Hi, it's a rainy New Year's Eve 2021, and I'm sitting here bored at home. I have no plans today, no plans tonight, just hanging out with my family. And I thought I would jump on and make a video. So, what I want to show you guys today is sort of an in between makeup look. So, this isn't going to be, I have 3 minutes, I need to look put together and get out the door. This is going to be, I have 6 or 7 minutes, a couple more minutes to do a little bit more to my face, but I'm still not going anywhere. I'm just going to be at home. So nothing too crazy, just real natural. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start and I'm going to do something similar to the cheetah hack. It's still my favorite way to put this makeup on. You can put this makeup on all with your hands, all with brushes. I kind of like to use a combination of the two, but I'm going to start with my contour and I'm going to start right here. This is indigo. So I'm going to put that on. I just heated this up a little bit with my blow dryer. So it's going to go on a little bit nicer. And you can see again, instead of doing like the dots, I'm doing more of a line right now. And it's really creamy right now because again, I just hit it with my blow dryer. So it's going to go on really nicely. It's been raining here and really cold. So a lot of my creams have stiffened up a little bit. So if that happens to you, again, just grab your blow dryer, blow dry it for just a couple seconds. I'll actually show you when I do the bronzer how I do that, and everything will just turn creamy again and will go on nice and smooth. Make sure that you are not hitting anything that's gloss, like a lip and cheek that's a semi-gloss or a gloss, or any illuminators that have glitter in it, because that will actually, those will not cool down very well. So you definitely don't want to be doing that. All right, so my contour is done. Let's actually do down the side of my nose here too. Just a little bit right here. Down this side as well. And again, this doesn't have to be perfect right now because we are going to blend it in a few minutes and it'll look much better. Okay, so now I'm going to go on and I'm going to use my bronzer. I still really like using Bella bronzer. It's just my favorite, although I do like tan lines. And this one's Heat Wave, just for reference. A lot of people like to use Icon, and this is actually a highlight color. Let me put this on here for you so you can see it. So there's tan lines. This is Icon, which technically isn't a bronzer, but a lot of people will use that as a bronzer. And then this is Bella. Bella is the one that I still like to use. So I'm going to hit it with my blow dryer just for a few seconds, just kind of heat it up a little bit. Oh, my blow dryer. There we go. So I'm just hitting it with my blow dryer. And that's all it took. So now it's nice and creamy for me. And I'm just going to put that right under my contour just to kind of warm up my forehead a little bit. I like to be kind of glowy and bronzy, so I'm just going to kind of put that right under everywhere that I just did this. Okay. I'm going to need to drag a little down to my neck too, just to kind of blend that in a little bit. All right, so we're done with our bronzer and our contour. So let's move on, and I am going to use Moonlit for my highlight color. So that's this one. Let's talk a little bit about your brightener or one of your highlight colors. I like to use Moonlit. It's my favorite one. It's too light for me. I know that, but I like kind of that light, bright look. Some other ones that I do use quite often when I don't want it to stand out quite as much is I will use either Linen, Candlelit. Can you see those? Linen is here, Candlelit, and then June. So those are other good options for me. So again, with this makeup, there's going to be a lot of different colors that work. You might want to use different colors for different, day and night, or if you want to be more glam or a little bit more casual, you want it to show up more, show up a little bit less. Moonlit tends to be my go-to, even though it is a little bright for me. I still love it. I like to have kind of the extra reflection. And the new thing now is we used to go all the way under our eyes here. Now we're going kind of more in the corner and kind of down, but we're not going so much under there like we used to. So you're going to see that trend starting a little bit more. So kind of down a little bit, but not necessarily under where the skin is really thin right there. Okay. All right. And I'm going to put a little here. And again, this is all going to kind of blend really nicely. Okay, I'm also going to put a little bit on my eyes right now, and I'm going to use my 3D brush to do that. And I'm not going to really do much eyeshadow, but I do like to just put a little bit on just so I have a base for my eyeshadow. Makes it stay a little bit longer, go on a little bit smoother. And I'm using Moonlit, the same color for that. Okay, so that's done. Let's move on, and actually I need to go back here. I'm going to put Sandy on, which is going to be my main highlight color, and that is this color right here, Sandy. This is my favorite color on me. I've used, again, many different colors as my all over main color. I really like Sandy the best. So that's the one that I just keep going back to. And again, I could color correct. Obviously, I have some blemishes, I have some redness. I could definitely go in and color correct all of that if I wanted to spend an extra 5 minutes. But I'm sitting at home, not doing anything, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. All right, so I kind of just put this everywhere else, and we are going to get ready to start blending. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this new brush. Well, it's not new. I use it all the time. It's called the Detail Brush. So if you want to have more than one brush, the 3D brush, this one will do everything you need, except the eyes, but everything on the face that you need. But if you have another brush or want to use it, this one is the Detail Brush. So it's nice for the contour because it really gets in here. And basically, it does the same thing as this one if you squeeze it together. Okay, so the Detail Brush is a great brush too to kind of get in and do that contour and really get all of this going, just blending this all together and then getting down the nose. That's really nice for that too. Okay, so this is a good brush for that, and I'm definitely going to blend more up top in just a minute, but the Detail Brush. All right, so I'm back to my 3D brush. I'm going to use the smaller side for the highlight. Get that all mixed in. Again, kind of under the eyes, but we're not going under where that skin is really thin anymore. We're starting to kind of avoid that part, but still going inside the corners. And then we're going to start to blend everything else in here. Okay, getting there. All right, now I'm going to start to blend in all of my Sandy. Get that all blended nicely. And then we're going to move on to, I'm going to show you some really quick eyes just with 2 colors. All right, so for the eyes, what I'm going to show you today is going to be just 2 colors. So I'm going to use the eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use kind of the bigger end of it. And I'm going to swirl into Cupcake and Valencia, and I'm just going to do it all over. So Cupcake, here I'll show you, and then Valencia, and then I just kind of dust it all over. And it just gives my eyes a little bit something. So again, Cupcake, Valencia, all over. So almost nothing there, just kind of makes me look a little bit more put together without doing much or trying. Okay. All right. I'm also gotta figure out where I put that. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. So I do have a new eyebrow color that I've been using. It's called Cola, and it's actually a contour color. So it's this one right here. And before I was using Trust, which is an eyeshadow, and I loved it. It was great. But this one, it's kind of sticky, and it's got like a little bit of a waxy feel. So I like it a little bit better. I need to buy the line brush. I haven't bought it yet. So again, I'm still using my old Chanel brush right now, but the line brush is on my list of things to buy. So hopefully by the next time I make a video, I will have that brush and be using that one. But again, this is just to do a little bit on the brows here. Okay, do you see that difference? Well, you can see. It just gives it a little bit extra. Nothing too crazy. But I definitely would recommend using Cola if you want to have dark brows with a little bit of like wax in it. So there you go. All right, so the last thing that we're gonna do is just some blush. I'm gonna use this brush for it. This is the blend brush. And I found that this is a really good one. Actually, I wanna do my lips first. For my lips, I have found that this color, La Cienega, is my favorite lip color. I absolutely love this color for my lips. It's one of the newer lip and cheek colors, but I think it's so pretty. So that's La Cienega on my lips. And then I still keep going back to Sandstone. I've tried a lot of colors, and Sandstone, which is this one right here, is still my favorite. It's still my go-to. So I'm just gonna kind of tap into that and just do a little bit on my cheeks. Over here, just do a little bit. And then kind of, all right. So I'm done. Again, if I want to spend a little bit more time, I can cover up some of my blemishes. I can add some illuminator or highlighter. I don't really need to do that. Again, I'm just kind of sitting at home all day and just wanted to look a little bit more put together. So I hope that you found this video helpful. Actually, I do want to show you one more thing. I do really love the Perfector. I never had used a Perfector until I started using Saint Makeup. And what I do is I take it and I run it under cold water, or actually it doesn't have to be cold water. Run it under water, squeeze it, and then I dry it off with a microfiber towel, and I let it sit out while I do my makeup. And then at the very end, I actually just go through and just tap it everywhere. And again, this is not something that you have to do, but I found that it does make my makeup last a little bit longer when I do this, and it does make my makeup look more natural. So it just kind of brings that excess makeup off that I put on. Just kind of everything that's sitting on top of the skin that doesn't need to be there. So I don't know, I just feel like it gives it a little bit more of a finished look. But okay, that really is it. Thank you for your time, and Happy New Year, happy 2022.